Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am playing with my Tim Holtz watercolor pencils again, and really quick simple page today. I wanted to see if I could make a rainbow. Of course I can make a rainbow, but I wanted to see with these pencils how that's going to look. So I'm grabbing out the pencils and I've got a red, orange, yellow, green, I found a blue, a purple and a pink, and I'm just making tiny little scribbles in 3 places. And then I am going to not water activate them, I'm going to activate them with gesso. So that's the purple going down and that is the pink. And I'm just going to grab a big brush that kind of fits over the colors and pull some gesso over there. So the brush wasn't quite wide enough, so I did go in with a thinner brush just to catch the edges there. And look how pretty those colors are. This makes me so happy. I really love the way that turned out. I will definitely be doing this a lot with these pencils. I love that pastel look. I think they're just beautiful. I'm grabbing out some of Dina's tissue paper, and these have like botanical prints on them, and I grabbed these really bold florally ones. I thought that the contrast of the bold line work with those delicate colors would work really well. So I'm trimming them off right to the edge of the print because I don't like that white hazy kind of border that tissue paper often gets after you've stuck it down. And I am taking a minute to cut them. I'm not cutting the whole flower, so when there's like a fiddly bit of leaf or stem, I just cut it off. I don't even bother. But I did actually go back and add a little blossomy, bloomy bit to one of them because I thought that it just needed it. So just making sure I've got it all trimmed out. And then I'm just working on the placement, and already you can see how pretty those bold lines look on those delicate colors. Okay, obviously this page is not busy enough, but surprisingly I didn't make it too busy, which is unusual for me. So I took out some mineral paint, which is like a light blue, almost grayish kind of color, and then this you can do anything stencil from Dina. And I'm just doing little patches of stenciling. I'm not choosing specific words, I just want the texture of the text there on my page. And then I'm going to grab one of Marlene's beautiful scripty stamps. I didn't want to use Dina's ones or the Dina ones that I've got because they were a little bit too chunky for my page. So I went with the nice scripty one from Marlene. But first I'm gluing all of these down just with a glue stick, popping them onto the page. And I'm just making sure that they're all secure nicely. This one I tore off that little top bit, but luckily I could just glue that back on again. And for the top one I used a little bit of common sense and put the tissue paper down onto a sheet of extra paper. Didn't like how tall that was, so I just snipped that little extra bit off. And now I'm going to go in with just a little bit of stamping. So I'm just doing a stamp, and then I'm doing just ghost prints off the stamp to finish the ink that's on my stamp. And I really like how that turned out. Now I'm going to grab a quote from this tissue sheet. I think it says, "You are loved, you are beloved, and you are beautiful," I think. And I'm just also going to glue those down with just my glue stick that was it was just on my desk, so that's what I used. And that's it for this page. Quick, simple, really, really nice. I do find that the pigment floats up to the top a little bit more when the gesso dries, so that color goes a little bit brighter than it was earlier. That's it. Thank you so much for being here, and I will chat to you again very soon. Bye.